guys, welcome back to today's video. In today's video we are going to be talking about judging others. So happy Sunday, by the way. Yeah, so let's get into today's video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so again, as I said, we're talking about judging others. It says, you see this, there was this lady. She was caught doing something, well, pretty bad. She was caught in the act of adultery, cheating on her husband. And all the people where she lived found out about it and wanted to punish her. Severe punishment. They wanted to kill her. Then there was this dude who told them if they could, or if they never did anything wrong in life, they could be the one to kill her. And everyone just kind of backed down because he made a good point. You see, that dude is Jesus, and those people were all the religious people. It's not about what Jesus told the religious people, it's what he told the lady. Go sin no more. Why do we find that so hard to do? John chapter 8, 3-11 says, the teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, Teacher, this woman has been caught in the act of adultery. And the law of Moses commanded to us to stone such women. Now what do we say? They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, if any one of you is without sin, let him be the first to throw a stone at her. Again, he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard began to go away, one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left. With the woman still standing there, Jesus straightened up and asked her, Woman, where are they? Has no one ever condemned you? No, sir, she said. Then neither do I condemn you. Jesus declared, go now and leave your life of sin. I want to talk about something that I know we struggle with, judging others. We are going to look at why we judge and condemn ourselves. Then we are going to look at how we judge other people. So speaking of judging others, why are we so hard on ourselves when we mess up? Jesus wasn't hard on the lady. Point 1. We condemn ourselves. Jesus told the lady to go now and leave your life of sin. How many people here have ever done anything wrong before? We all have. It's something that we just kind of have to admit that we've done before. So, yeah. How many of us still beat ourselves over the head about doing those wrongs? Why is that? Is it because we don't think we deserve to be forgiven? Is it because we don't trust that God has forgiven us? Or is it because we don't trust that God has the capability to forgive us? You beat yourself up because you got mad and cursed some dude out. Or you were on the computer the other day and and looked at something that you shouldn't have. We are constantly mad at ourselves for messing up. Why can't we just ask God to forgive us and be done with it? In John, Jesus tells the lady, go and act. And he told her to move and sin no more. Point 2, we don't have to earn it. We condemn ourselves because we think that we have to earn God's forgiveness and love. We think that we have to be good enough. We have to go through the motions of being a Christian. Read a chapter in the Bible a day, pray for an hour a day, go to church, read all the books. We then give up on God because we try so hard to earn his love. When we fail, we start to beat ourselves up over and over again, or all up over again. Read Ephesians. For this For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this not from yourselves is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. Let's break this verse down again. What's that? That hurt. Come on behind me. I don't think there is. Is it? It is by grace. Who can give me the definition of grace? It is the infinite, never-failing love and mercy and favor that God shows to us. Has anyone ever here been given a break before? Have your parents let you off easy on punishment? Well then, that was grace. Through faith. How many people here have sat in your chairs and didn't have to think if they were strong enough to hold you? That's faith, placing your trust in something, the gift of God. What gifts did God give you? His love, His mercy, His grace, His Son, His provision, His comfort, His invasion to give you to be a part of what He is doing in the world. The list goes on. Not by works. You don't have to earn God's great gift as you are completing the Olympics or something. We don't have to be good enough for God's love for us or accept us. Point 3. We think we are beyond hope. We condemn ourselves because we think we are beyond hope. We mess up we mess up and think there's no way God can still love us. Mark chapter 2 verses 15 through 17 gives us hope. While Jesus was having dinner at Levi's house, many tax collectors and sinners were eating with him and his disciples, for there were many of who followed him. Many who followed him. When the teachers of the law, who were the Pharisees, saw him eating with the sinners and the tax collectors, they asked the disciples, "Why does he eat with the tax collectors and sinners?" On hearing this, Jesus said to them, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have can't come to the doctor to call the righteous, but sinners." There is hope. Jesus came for those who had no hope, sinners, me and you. He desperately loves us, wants to do life with us, give us hope. Point 4, we judge others. It is easy to judge someone else, isn't it? We see someone messing up and we are quick to give our opinion of how it should be done. It happens. We see someone smoking a cigarette and we immediately think that they are going to hell. We see someone with tattoos and immediately think to them, immediately put them in the social class. Why are we so quick to pass judgment on people? Let's see what Jesus has to say about this topic of judging others. Matthew 7, 1 through 15. Do not judge others. 1 through 5. Do not judge others, and you will not be judged, for you will be treated as you treat others. And standard you use in judgment is standard by which you will be judged. And why worry about the speck in your friend's eye when you have a log in your own? Why can you think of saying your friend, "Let me help you get rid of that speck in your eye," when you can't see past the log of your eye, hypocrite? First, get rid of the log in your own eye. Then you will see enough to deal with the speck in your friend's eye. What is all this talk of piece of wood in your eye? Maybe your friend got drunk at this party last week and you just saw them actually singing in worship. You think to yourself, they got drunk last week and they have the nerve to sing to God, but then you struggle with your own sins, don't you? In fact, you might drink too much sometimes, but you do it in private. And if it's not that, then it's something else. You have your own sin issues to deal with. So why judge someone else? Point 5. When you judge others, what are we comparing ourselves? Or we are comparing ourselves to them. What are we really doing when we judge others? We are comparing ourselves to them, our stuff, our reputation, our looks, and our identity. We are trying to convince ourselves that we are better than them. We actually think that we deserve more. And anytime we want to be better than everyone else, anytime we think that we deserve better than anyone else, what are we doing? You and I are saying that I am the man, I am the woman. The truth is, there really is only one I am, and that is God. He is the only one who can judge us because He is the only one who is perfect. He is the only one who can find thoroughly judge without the evil invitations or hidden agendas. God doesn't love one person more than another. He doesn't love me more than He loves you. So just like Jesus told the religious people, you, without sin, throw the first stone. Don't judge people because they don't have what you have. Don't make the same grades you do. Don't like the same things you like. But show them the love of God by not condemning them or making fun of them, but just hanging out with them and getting to know them. And that was the end of the lesson. So we're going to say a quick prayer, and then the video will be over. So yeah, dear Lord Heavenly Father, I pray that you can show these people that judging is not right, it is not for them, and that they are just comparing themselves, wishing they could be better than they actually are. Lord, I pray that you will show them the light in tomorrow, and that they are the light of the world. But everyone needs your grace, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Alright. Bye, guys. Okay, guys, so something that I really want to do is make it where, like, we do probably about twice a month, every other week, on a day that I don't usually post. I am going to do a Abigail show, so I'm going to ask you guys on Instagram some questions that you guys want to know, and I will answer those questions, and then I'll also just talk to you guys about just random things, about my opinions on different things and stuff like that. So, yeah.